Welcome, everyone, to the Larry Call Gymnasium here in Freeport, Illinois. My name is Mark Schreck. I go by Tecmo Schreck if you frequent the Retro Sports Gamer channel out of Chicago. I chime in from time to time, but tonight it is Highland Cougar basketball. We're here on the sports complex on the campus of Highland Community College here in Freeport, Illinois. And tonight's matchup will be another Arrowhead matchup between the Carl Sandburg Chargers. Carl Sandburg out of Galesburg, Illinois. Cougars have already, and I believe it's the only conference matchup they've had so far, was against Carl Sandburg back on the 16th of February. And the Cougars lit them up 100-75 for their first and so far only Arrowhead Conference victory of the season. And I haven't gotten too in-depth on the schedule here because it's always changing. And I don't know as far as conference games they're going to play. They still have, which would be Illinois Valley. I know Kishwaukee has canceled, so I don't know if they do not have a team this year or not. So no Kishwaukee. But you still have Sauk Valley. You still have Blackhawk. You still have Illinois Valley. And I'm sure I'm missing a few more. But nonetheless, Carl Sandburg here, who will play tonight. Again, Tony Eddy with 21 points. Justin Warren, 19. Carlos Ramsey, 11. And Marvin's Petian with 10 in that the last game they had against Carl Sandburg. Speaking of Marvin's Petian, he is not in uniform tonight. No idea why. Maybe he's sick. He's just not in uniform, not even in street clothes. So not sure where Marvin's is. Everyone else set to go and in uniform. BJ Arasoga is back in the lineup tonight. I believe the last game, which was last Thursday, he was in street clothes. He is not tonight, so he is back in action. Alan Musafik was back in action last week. As far as in uniform, he did not play against South Suburban. And but he is in uniform again tonight, will not start. But I expect him to see some action tonight as well. Cougar scoring, for the most part, all of them around the 6 to 8 point scoring. Well-balanced team here. Leading the way, Justin Warren with 13 points a game and 5 assists. Tony Eddy off the bench, 11 points. Carlos Ramsey, Josh Wallace, 10 points each. Day Anderson, 9 points. His brother Kendale Anderson, 7 points. Alan Mustafik with 6. Marvin's Petian with 8. So, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players, all in a tight area here as far as scoring averages. So a well-balanced team so far. That was the good news. Again, Cougars 1-0 in conference play, looking to go 2-0 tonight with the victory. The bad news is the Cougars dropped their second Region 4 game to Kankakee over the weekend, 91-87. Cougars are 8-4 on the season, and 2 of them losses are to Region 4 foes, Kankakee and the highly powerful Triton Ball Club. So Cougars have got to find something here and work out some tweaks, because the Region 4 is where it's at. Win the Region 4, you get the play-in game, which will be here, and then all bets are off with that one. It's a coin flip for the chance to go to the national tournament. Cougars have been to the national tournament many times over the years, mostly in the Pete Norman era, doing as well as third in the nation back in 2006. Again, of course, they were a few points away from winning that thing, as they had their worst three-point shooting performance of the year in the semifinals. The team they lost to blew out the other team to win the national championship. So the Cougars very close. Their most recent chance was back in, again, the best team I've seen in my 8 years covering these clubs is actually the Luke Norman Ball Club, head coach of the Cougars. Luke Norman played here his sophomore season. That was the Nathan Courtney Club, I believe, in 2014. They were pretty good. They lost to the eventual national champion by 2 points and had a 3-point shot at the buzzer by Deion Andrews, and he missed it. Unfortunately, Luke Norman and his 50% beyond the arc that season was not able to suit up as he had injured his knee. And Grant Crusader lit it up for 32 points from the line, behind the line. Unfortunately, though, All-American DeMarco Henry fouled out with 0 points. That is the big what if, is if he'd at least scored something or not fouled out, Cougars could have been in business and maybe even won the national championship as well. But that's the best team I've seen. Definitely not the best team ever in Cougar history. That, I believe, well, I could dig it up, but it was a team that went 32-2. They lost in the play-in game to the eventual national champion that year. And when I talked to Coach Norman, they actually were winning that game by quite a bit, and then it just chipped away and lost it. Unfortunately for the Cougars, that would have been a great accomplishment to get to the championship and win it. But nonetheless, we are here in the here and now, with about a minute and a half left before we do the starting lineups. Again, your Cougars 0-2 in Region 4 play so far, looking to go 2-0 in the Arrowhead Conference, although if they are, they will have only beaten one team twice, and that is the Carl Sandburg Chargers, who they play tonight. Only one well, actually there's two, and it looks like, I don't know her name yet. I will get the name of our director tonight. Jim Yeager will be on the half-court camera, and then switching between the half-court camera, or the basic half-court camera, and the GoPros on the backboards. I'm not sure the names yet, but I will get the name of our director here shortly. We're about 44 seconds left to go before we get this Cougar basketball game underway here. Again, my name is Mark Schreck. Enjoy the broadcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Cougars will be moving left to right on your screen. And we're streaming live worldwide. This is your HMC broadcast. Check us out, Highland Cougar Athletics on Facebook. You can send that to the link to this channel right here to whoever you want. And they will be able to watch this game in its entirety. There are also some games that are at this link. And this link will be, you'll be able to click on it and watch it wherever you want, as long as you got the, whatever you want to call it, the internet. The heck with it. Craig, let's go.
Buckle up, weirdos. This one's going to be a good one.
And now the starting lineup for your Highland Cougars. At one guard, a 5'11 sophomore from Chicago, number 1, Justin Warren. At another guard, a 6'3 freshman from Madison, Wisconsin, number 4, Anthony Washington. At a third guard, a 6'5 freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 20, Carlos Ramsey. At 1 forward, a 6'6 freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, number 21, Josh Wallace. And at the other forward, a 6'6 freshman from Chicago, number 24, Kendall Anderson. The Cougars are coached in his first season by Mr. Luke Norman.
Regulators, mount up. We're coming.
And we are set to go here. The Cougars will come out in their home white jerseys with orange numbers trimmed in blue. The Chargers will come out in their road blue jerseys with white letters and numbers. It appears it will be Kendall Anderson to jump with Ippenson, the 6'5" forward from Sandburg. Sit back, relax, lock yourself in here, everyone. This is Highland Cougar basketball. We are off and rolling. Tip will go to Sandburg. Number 4, that's Priest. We'll give it over to Wilson up top. Wilson looking inside now. That's Ippenson. Mason now up top to Wilson. Wilson will hand off to Priest. Priest going to drive. Nope. The Cougars switch on it. They're in man-to-man. The inside lob to Ippenson, and he scores. 2-0 early here for the Chargers. I'm betting they will stick, and it looks like it's a 1-2-2 zone. Ramsey over to Wallace. Wallace throws it off the backboard. And here comes Sandburg, up, swatted away by Ramsey, and here comes Warren in transition over Washington. Over to Warren. Warren can fire one up. He'll drop back, kick it over. Ramsey, 4-3, that's off long and rebounded by Carl Sandburg. 18:55 left to go first half. That's out of bounds on the bad pass, and the Cougars will get the ball. Again, as a mandate for Carl Sandburg, their players have to wear masks, so unfortunately the Cougars will have to do the same as well. They don't wear them for any other matchup except this one. Ramsey at the top of the key. Over to Washington. Washington looking for Kendall. Going to be tough inside. Cougars are going to have to light him up from the outside to get him out of this zone. Ramsey inside Kendall. Now swatted away. That's Wilson. He's coming all the way in. Took the contact and scored. Officials let him play quite a bit this season. 4-0 now, Chargers. Again, the Cougars blew them out by 25 almost a month ago, 100-75. Washington on the left side. We'll give it up top. Ramsey. He's going to try and penetrate. Go up, draw some contact, and there's Wallace for the jam. Josh Wallace with a two-handed hammer off the assist from Carlos Ramsey. Cougars are on the board, and the lead down to 2. Cougar bench comes alive with the defense. Ippenson almost loses it. Gives it up, long three by Mason, no good. Kendall Anderson with the board. Warren will penetrate over to Washington. 4-3, that's way short. And Wilson will pick up the rebound. Now comes Priest. He'll get it back to Wilson. Wilson going to penetrate all the way in. And a charge called. Nice job, Josh Wallace, to take the charge. I wasn't sure if they give it to him or not. They did. And that'll be a foul going back the other direction for the Cougars. Timeout taken by Carl Sandburg. 17:28 left to go in the first half. Carl Sandburg with the early lead, 4-2. This is your HMC broadcast here on YouTube. Again, nice penetration on the zone as Ramsey had a man, I guess you would say, laying back, or I can't think of the word that I want to use, but he penetrated and then dropped it right off to Wallace, who we all know is going to throw one down with two hands. He did, and that put the Cougars on the board. So some excitement off the tip here, and the Cougars are running. They'll control the ball here, trailing by 2. 17:28 left to go first half. Warren, again, averages 13 points a game. He's the man with the ball. Now over to Ramsey. Ramsey will give it to Washington. Washington gives it to Wallace. Wallace going to bang up, doesn't use the glass, and it cost him. Mason will now give it up. That was Toyne, excuse me, or however you say it. We'll just go with that. Priest now going to drive on Washington, and he'll pick up the hip check. I believe that will be on Washington. It is his first. 16:57 left to go first half. Sandburg with the early 4-2 lead. Looking, inbound, up off the glass and in by Mason. 6-2 lead now for the Chargers. They've now fallen back into a 2-3 zone. Looked like a 1-2, but it is a 2-3. Wallace inside. Kendall Anderson easily scores in there. Kendall Anderson cuts the lead back to 2. He had 2 or 3 guys around him, but way too strong for anybody inside as he had the easy layup. Mason will hand off to Priest. Priest almost lost it. Nice job by the Cougars. 3 ball from the corner, no good. Ramsey there for the board. Ramsey up to Warren. Warren back to Carlos. He's going to go all the way in. He tried to jam it with the left hand. He missed it. Washington comes down. A 3 by Warren. No good. Ramsey gets another board. And he gets it and 1. Carlos Ramsey gets the board and the bucket and the foul. Carlos. Cougars move to the lead now, 7-6. Epinson now gives it to Ronnie Beck. Inside, Wilson gonna drive, stuffed in his face by Kendall Anderson. And the ball gonna stay with the Chargers. Wilson right underneath me. Again, I'm in the Jim Yeager balcony here in the Larry Call Gymnasium. The Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, on the camera. Nice inside pass. Epinson swatted away again, this time by Wallace. Return to center, and here he comes this time, and he makes it. Not the greatest looking jam by Ramsey, but he throws one down nonetheless, and it's a 10-6 Cougar lead. It was 6-2, and now an 8-0 run for the Cougars. Prince up, throws it, no good. Rebound by Washington. 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Cougars by 4. Kendall Anderson over to Washington. Kendall going to try and drive, not good, putting it on the floor. Tries to throw it, and the ball knocked away, recovered by the Chargers. Prince over. He was out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds right over there. Big fat foot out there, but they didn't catch it, and an inside play, and he scores the bucket. So Mason will go to the line for the and 1 free throw. Day-Day Anderson, Tony Eddy checking in for the Cougars. Washington and Kendall Anderson have a seat. Nobody wants to rebound this one. Free throw by Mason is in. (10-9) Cougars lead now. 14:47 left to go in the first half. Warren over to Ramsey. Eddie must have lit him up for 3. They're all over him. He now gets it on this side. Launches a 3. No good. People getting on the floor. Cougars couldn't come up with that one. Pass over here, almost out of bounds. This Reller in the corner. Picked up his dribble and lost it. Now to Epinson. Epinson lost his dribble. Now gives it back up to Toyne. Priest now looking. Shot clock getting down there, down to 10. Priest now going to go baseline. Dumps it off. Stolen now by Warren. Justin Warren on the break. He's going to go all the way in. Lost the handle up off the backboard. Priest going to bring it down. In the corner now, Epinson. Going to roll up off the glass, and he scores a nice play by him. And with that, the Chargers back to the lead, 11-10. 13:41 left to go first half. Cougars were on an 8-0 run. Now on the other end of a 5-0 run. Inside, Day-Day Anderson, tip, knocked out of bounds. Cougars will maintain control. Two Chargers check in. 13:29 left to go first half. Cougars trail by 1. Warren will give it to Ramsey. Ramsey will give it to Warren. Warren going inside. Dix is nice job. Day-Day Anderson dished it to Day-Day Anderson. Scores a bucket and gets the foul. Cougars back to the lead, 12-11. B.J. Adesoga will check in for Wallace. Wallace sits down 2 points. The first 2 points of the game on a thunderous two-handed dunk. As my friend Greg B. would say, he's rocking the bell. Day Anderson for the and one free throw. It's up and no good. Rebounded by the Chargers. Cougars up by 1. Pass way over. Mason for 3. Looks long. Rebounded by Warren. Warren over to Eddie. Ramsey for 3 in the corner. He got it. Carlos Ramsey, now 7 points for him. Cougars up 15-11. I thought that was going to be short and hit off the front rim, but it squeaked on in. Mason pump fake. Kicks it over to Ronnie Beck for 3. No good. Day Anderson with the board. Warren over Ramsey. Nice pump fake. Got his man out of the room. 3 ball by Warren. Got it. Justin Warren, a 3 ball, and here come the Cougars. 18-11 now after a 5-0 run. The Cougars are pushing it up now with a 6-0 run. Been a series of runs here so far. Pump fake by Toyne now over here. Ronnie Beck for 3. No good. Eddie with the board. Tony gives it Day Anderson. Ball tipped, now stolen by Wilson. He's going to come all the way down, lay it up, and in. Three ball by Warren. Got it. Justin Warren, back-to-back threes, and the Cougars now out to a 7-point lead, 21-13, 11:50 left to go, first half. Wilson will bring the ball up for the Chargers. And now he was stuck. Nice give and go, up and in. Nice play there by Reller. Ball over. Ramsey's going to pump. No, he's going to go and try to dish it off to Atasoga, and they're going to say it's out of bounds. Still Cougar ball. Alan Mustovic set to check in along with Kendale Anderson. Day Anderson, Carlos Ramsey have a seat. Day 2 points. Ramsey with 7 already here. Mustovic, Eddie, both of them solid 3-point shooters. Warren can do it too. He'll let one fly. He's already hit 2, no good. Atasoga with the board. Eddie for 3, got it. Tony Eddie with a big 3 out of top of the key. Cougars lead now to 9, 24-15, 11-11 left to go, first half. Wilson looks a little tired, maybe not. Gonna try and drive on Eddie. Gives it to Mason. Mason got a wide open lane. He'll go in, no good. Atasoga with another board. Gets it up to Warren. Warren leading the show here. Now Mustovic. Pull up jumper, no good. Cougars still up by 9, and here come the Chargers. Wilson now looking down, and he stepped on the line. Nice call by the official as Tone stepped on the line out of bounds. Turnover to the Cougars. Warren will take out the ball for Highland. Mustovic will give it back to him. 10:40 left to go first half. Warren over to Mustovic. Back to Warren. Inside Atasoga. He'll kick it back to Eddie. Nice ball movement by the Cougars. That's how you defeat the zone. Crisp ball movement and quick ball movement. Ball now almost knocked away, but the Cougars maintain. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got away with a walk there to Eddie for 3. No. Mustovic with the board. And he'll go up and gives it to Kendale Anderson. I don't know if that was a lob or if he just missed it. Kendale Anderson now with 6 points, and the Cougars lead by 11, 26-15. Tried to pass it to Wilson, cutting back door. I think he threw it off his toes, and the Cougars will take care of the ball now. Coming G. Rilio, I believe Warren will probably have a seat, and he does. Rilio to run the show here for the Cougars, most likely. 10 minutes left to go in this half. 26-15 Cougars here. Rilio over to Eddie. Back to G. G going to drive and kick it. Oh, he was going to kick it over. Nice save by Kendale Anderson. I think he was dropping it off to Atasoga. Atasoga turned around thinking for the shot, and he pretty much left the ball to go bouncing out of bounds, but Kendale Anderson came flying around and saved it. Luckily, a Charger knocked it out of bounds, and the Cougars will maintain. Eddie now on the right side gives it back to Rilio. Cougars need to offset this 2-3 zone. Now inside, Atasoga, power dribbles, kicks it over to Anderson. Rilio for 3, line drive, got it. G. Rilio for 3, and the Cougars starting to open this up, 29-15 here, 9:25 left to go in the first half. All the way is Wilson, and he was partially swatted by Rilio. I'm wondering who got the body on that one, because it wasn't on the block. They're going to call it on Rilio. Not sure about that one. There was someone else with the body. Rilio got the perfect block. Wilson will go to the line. Wilson, 4 points already tonight. First free throw around and out. 9:21 left to go in the first half. Cougars by 14, 29-15. Leading the way, Carlos Ramsey and Kendall Anderson were 7 and 6, respectively. Next free throw up and in for Wilson. And Rilio will bring the ball up. Again, there's a 2-3 zone. You have to be offsetted. There has to be a 1 there. You can't go 2-2. Adesoga back to Rilio. Now Mustafic. He can hit the 3, and that's going to be off to the right. Allen struggling early here. 9 minutes left to go in the half. Nice dribbling by Wilson. Going to dump it off, and they're going to call a foul beforehand. They're going to call that on Eddie. Anthony Washington in for Mustafic. Going to have Toyne with the ball here. Looking. We'll get it over to Ronnebeck. Up top to Priest. He's going to drive to the hole. Lost the ball. Adesoga will corral it. Rilio's going to bring it up. To Washington. Over G. Rilio. Trying to draw some play up. Edie with a push-off, possibly. Over to Washington in the corner. Back up to Rilio. Adesoga for 3. No. 8:30 left to go, first half. Adesoga is a 33% shooter. He can hit that. 3 by Priest. That's going to be way short. Airballed it, and there's Rilio for the board. Over to Eddie. Eddie going to drive the line. No good, but Adesoga's there for the board in the bucket. B.J. Adesoga. And the Cougars push it now up to 31-16. Adesoga, the 6'8" sophomore from Alabama. And that ball, yet another air ball. In comes Wallace and Ramsey. Eddie and Adesoga will have a seat. Eddie with 1-3, Adesoga with a bucket here just a few seconds ago. Cougars up by 15, 31-16. Just under 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Ramsey on the right side. Now Rilio to Washington. There's Kendall. Now the lob inside. Wallace up and in. Nice job, Josh Wallace. Good pass by Kendall Anderson. And the Cougars extend now to a 17-point lead. It's going to be tough to cover any of the Cougar big men inside. They are really strong and really fast, especially Kendall Anderson. Nice backdoor play and swatted. Oh! They're going to call a jump ball. I thought Washington had all ball. They call the jump ball, and it will go to the Cougars. Cougars having a block fest here tonight. Several block shots already and a couple jump balls. Washington delivering the last one. Rilio will bring up the ball, gives it over to him, looking inside, gets it to Kendall, trying to beat it inside. Banging down low. Wallace, nice fake up off the glass, no good, but Kendall Anderson had it, but lost the rebound. 7:10 left to go first half. Cougars by 17. Nice behind the back dribble. Pull back for Wilson, and it's good. Wilson now with 7 points. 33-18, just under 7 minutes left to go in the half. Rilio will bring the ball up. Again, 2-on-2, you gotta offset it. Should be 1-on-2 against this 2-3 zone. Kind of like that, because you draw the two people and somebody's open. Wallace, jumper from 15, got it. Josh Wallace, 6 points now for him. Cougars back to a 17-point lead. 6:33 left to go first half. 35-18. Wilson. Now Toyne. Will he pull up? No. Kendall now on him. Almost stolen by Wallace. Wallace was thinking about a big jam at the other end. Kendall had his arms all around him. He's going to get picked up for that foul. Kendall Anderson picks up the foul. I'm missing one foul on somebody. No big deal there. Point Ippenson. Jumper, no good. Nice board by Wallace. Warren is checked back in. Cougar starters back in at the moment. Ramsey on the left side. Now inside. Kendall Anderson gonna muscle. Nice pump fake. Up, off the glass, and in. Nice job by Kendall Anderson. Muscling up down low, and the Cougars now to a 19-point lead. I don't think anybody can stop Kendall except himself on that one as he ran in to the man going over the screen, and unfortunately that'll be Kendall's second. Brother Day Anderson will check in for him. 5:47 left to go first half. Cougars by 19. Going to drive to the hole. Wilson throws up a left hand, no good. Board there by Warren. Warren pushes it up to Ramsey. Ramsey going to drive. He'll dump it off. Washington had the 3-shot. Gives it back. Ramsey going to pump, going to drive. Out to Washington. Over to Warren. Now to Wallace. Wallace not a 3-point shooter, but he's going to drive to the hole. Nice layup and in. 8 points now for Josh Wallace. Cougars now by 21. 39-18, 5:15 left to go in the ball, or excuse me, in the first half. Not the ball game. Not quite yet. Toyne now gives it up over to Priest on the right side. Wilson will pull up for three. Off the glass and in. 3-point shot. The bank's open. And cuts the lead now down to 18. Under 5 minutes left to go. And you don't want to go head on head. You want to go 1-on-2. You'll draw the two guys to collapse on you, and then someone's going to be open. 3-ball by Ramsey. Got it. Doesn't matter anyways for the Cougars here. Second 3-ball by Ramsey. He's now got 10 points here to lead the Cougars. 42-21, Cougars lead here. 4:30 left to go first half. Reller going to drive on Day. No. Kicks it back to Wilson. Wilson, pull-up jumper, short. Warren with another board, his third on the evening. One-hand pass, got a little sloppy. Nice dive there by Ramsey. Unfortunately, he couldn't come up with it. And now over to this end as Wilson will get the easy layup. Wilson, 12 points now for him. He's got just about half, just less than half, or excuse me, over half. No big deal. 3-ball Washington, no good. Cougars getting a little sloppy on their defense, getting back. Inside, no good. Wallace with the board. Wallace going to take this all away himself. That could be a charge, and it will be. Wallace will pick up the foul. Again, I am missing a foul, so I'm not sure if that's the second or not. I only have it for one. But the Cougars up by 19 with 3:40 left to go in the first half, 42-23.
Whenever it gets that bad, I just take it off the screen for a bit.
Ronnie Beck on the right side will give it to Wilson. Wilson to Priest. Priest going to dribble. Goes up, throws one up, no good. Easy rebound there by Ramsey. Washington on the right side, now up at the top. Ramsey going to drive, kicks it over. Washington for three, no good. Adesoga, yeah. The 6'8 Adesoga against the 5'11 Priest. That's prime example of an over the back. The officials have struggled with that call several other times, but not tonight on this one. That one, again, fairly obvious. I believe now the Chargers in the 1-and-1 as Priest will go to the line. Eddie is checked in, so we got Eddie, Ramsey, Day Anderson. Not even close on the free throw. Day Anderson with the board. Adesoga, Washington, and Eddie. Ramsey over to Washington. 4-3. No good. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Cougars comfortably ahead by 19. Wilson, and they're going to get another charge. Nice job by Ramsey to pick up the charge for the Cougars. Joshua Morris to check in now. We're not quite sure who he must be in for Washington. Ramsey to take out the ball, gives it to Morris, and we'll get set to go. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the half. Now Morris over to Eddie. Back up to Morris. Inside, Adesoga. Inside, Day Anderson. He's crushed. They're going to call a travel. I don't know about that one. Day looked like he was going to try and throw one down with some thunder. They call him for the walk. Ramsey has a seat as Justin Warren checks back in. 2:42 left to go, first half. 42-23 Cougars. Been in control since about 13 minutes left to go. The Cougars went on a 8-0 run, and they haven't really looked back since. Ronnie back on the right side, looking inside, no. Over to Priest, left-hander for three, got it. First bucket for Priest, cuts a lead to 16. Warren over to Morris. Eddie, now Morris. Day Anderson on the left side, back up top to Morris. Over to Eddie. Eddie gonna bang. Wow, now this is just getting ridiculous. Now it's just a pile of charges here as Eddie picks up his second. Washington will come in for Eddie at some point here, who's picked up number 2. Ronnie back inside. Eppinson against Day. That's going to be tough. Nice turnaround shot. Tough shot by Eppinson, but he scores it. 6 points now for him. Lead down to 14. 1:42 left to go first half. Eddie inside. Adesoga all the way up top to Morris. Cougars passing up several good shots. There's one by Day. Could not connect. Priest hands off. Eppinson all the way to the hole. Fires it over. Mason for 3, got it. Timeout taken by the Cougars. 1:20 left to go in the first half. Over a 20-point lead has been cut down to 11. Your Highland Cougars with the lead still, 42-31. This is your HMC broadcast here in the Larry Call Gymnasium in the campus of Highland Community College. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. 1:20 left to go in the half. Cougars were up by as many as 21 not that long ago. Several not so great choices shooting. And some key makes for the Chargers have cut it down to 11. Inside, Adesoga up off the glass, no good. BJ hits the ground hard. And it's his back, it appears he's reaching for. Ramsey to check in for Adesoga. 1:06 now left to go in the half. 42-31. Cougars have been comfortably ahead for a while. Let's just see if they can settle down here and find some good shots inside. Cougars leading scorer so far, Carlos Ramsey with 10. Then you got Kendall Anderson and Josh Wallace with 8 apiece. 6 for Justin Warren. 3 for G. Rilio, 3 for Tony Eddy, and 2 for Adesoga, who is now on his feet. It looked like a lower back injury. I don't know if he fell on his back or got an elbow or something. He had the shot down low, and he missed it. Went down hard. He will come out. Like I said, I believe Ramsey comes in for him. So for the Cougars, we got Warren, Morris, Washington, Wallace, and Ramsey. Most likely to finish out the half. The lady that's taking pictures for the Cougars and the sweeper guy for that particular reason. When somebody hits the ground, sweeping it up. That is it as far as people that aren't on the team or with HMC here or running the scoreboard, etc., stuff like that. No fans allowed in here. Some places allow you so many, a percentage of capacity, and then you run into the point where who on earth are you going to let in? So 1 minute left to go in the first half. Mason drives, throws up a prayer, tipped around, rebounded by Morris. Morris, one of the smallest players on the court, and he comes up with it. In the corner, Ramsey going to pump, and they're going to call him for a travel. 46 seconds left to go. Cougars still struggling here on 42 points. Priest now brings it up for the Chargers. Dish it off. Jacobson back to Priest for three. That's going to be short. Another board by Morris. Oh, they had Wallace. Wallace, I think, was looking for the alley-oop. Three ball on its way. Got it. Carlos Ramsey, his third three ball of the evening. 13 points for him. 20 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. Priest all the way up top. Ippenson. Gonna hand it off Jacobson. Shot clock, there is no shot clock, down to 7 seconds. Ippenson again, down to 4, down to 3. Wilson, ball stolen now by Washington with one from half court. Will not go. Not a great finish to the half for the Cougars, but they remain ahead, 45-31. Halftime stats will go here for a minute here. Justin Warren with 6 points on 2 threes and 3 boards. G. Rilio, a rebound and 3 points. Tony Eddy with 3 points and a board. Carlos Ramsey, 3 3-pointers and 2 buckets. Good for 13 points. Josh Wallace with 8 points, 2 boards. Dede Anderson with 2 points. Kendale Anderson with 8 points and a couple boards. BJ Adesoga, 2 points and 3 boards. Again, at the half, your Cougars leading 45-31. We're about 15 minutes out from the start of the second half, and I want to do something special. I want to dedicate a song to my great sister-in-law, T. Because back in the day, you know, you start listening to music and you love to sing and you want to sing with it. Well, T decided to sing to some music a week or so ago with me and my wife, and she just didn't say the words right to the chorus. So in honor of my wonderful sister-in-law, T, I just want to dedicate a song for you. So enjoy it here. It's not Cannonball. You'll just have to figure it out on your own. Love you, T.
down between my legs. Ease the seat back. She's riding, I'm riding, right behind it. Will be now. Got the feeling, but I'm not serious. Missing my feeling, no stopping now.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here at the Larry Call Gymnasium, Freeport, Illinois, on the campus of Highland Community College. One thing I'll go over again, which the Cougars could exploit here, they've done a little bit with it, is on a 2-3 zone. When I say offset it, I mean you can't have the same thing. You can't go 1-on-1, you can't go 2-on-2, because then the zone, the main purpose of the zone is to literally cover a zone, not cover a person. And what I mean is to offset it is if it's a 2-3 zone, which the Chargers are doing, Cougars should just send one person at it, not two, because then the zone now has to cover a person when they penetrate, which will open up everyone else. With them having two players attacking this, then the person now covering that part of the zone is now also covering a person. And it's a lot easier for the zone to cover the two players. There's several passes that haven't got intercepted going to the wings that could be. So my point is if you have, we'll just say Justin Warren penetrating, he's going to draw the two defenders toward him, which should give him an easy pass to a wing, whether it be Eddie or Washington, left to right with that. Or he can dump it off inside if the guys on the bottom end of the 2-3 zone are cheating out to that. Then you got two guys inside. But unfortunately, the Cougars are facing it 2-2. Two guards against the two top defenders. And while they're hitting their outside shots, there's just a little bit easier if they could just dribble into the zone and penetrate and kick out for threes. Cougars have been doing pretty well threes so far. Again, Justin Warren with two, Eddie with one, 3 for Carlos Ramsey. And the Cougars will start defending here in the second half, leading 45-31. Wilson going to dribble to the right side, gives it to Mason. Mason going to dribble, gives it back to Wilson. Wilson up top, Eppingson now gives it to Priest. Wilson now, Mason on the right side looking for a screen. Cougars switch on it. Priest going to try and dribble inside, no. We'll hand it off to Toyne. Good ball movement by the Chargers. Shot clock down to 4. 3 ball by Priest, way short. And he'll try to save it, but he'll be out of bounds. 19:29 left to go in the ball game. Cougars still leading by 14, 45-31. Again, the Cougars had led by as many as 21 in the first half. And I believe a 9-0 run by the Chargers brought it down to 12. Either way, down to Kendale Anderson. He's doubled wisely, and he lost the ball as he tried to pass it to a slicing Ramsey. Wilson, Eppingson, pushed off. No call on that. It was a charge fest in the first half, but nobody called that. Over Washington. Inside, Kendale Anderson will draw the foul. Officials have been letting them play a lot, but then giving the ticky-tack foul as well, so we'll try and see what they're going to do tonight. Warren looking inside Ramsey. There was a chance for a foul, but Ramsey scores the bucket. 15 points now for Ramsey. He averages 10 on the evening. 3 ball by Wilson. No good. Warren there for his 4th board of the game. 18:33 left to go. Ramsey over here. Wallace, jumper, terrible looking shot. Rebounded by the Chargers. Not Wallace's best work. He's mainly a banger inside and scoring buckets down low. 3 ball around and out. Warren picks it up, his 5th board. Kendale Anderson setting up shop inside, and he dumps it off to him, and an easy bucket. Nice job by Josh Wallace. Kendale Anderson now with 10 points. Timeout taken by Carl Sandburg. 18:05 left to go in the ball game. Cougars with a 4-0 run to start the second half. They lead 49-31. This is your HMC broadcast here on YouTube, streaming live worldwide, all the way out to Remsbeck, I think, Air Force Base in Germany. Hopefully my daughter's watching. I'm sure she's not. What time is it out there? It is almost 1 in the morning. No, it's almost 2 in the morning, so I'm pretty sure she's not watching. She's not a big basketball fan anyways, but you could be watching if you wanted to. It doesn't matter where. Could be mom and pop in Oklahoma. Just to get a chance to see their son or grandson play. This is why we do it. This is why we love doing what we do. Next game is Saturday at 1 o'clock. The Cougars will turn around and face Kankakee again. And hopefully they can avenge the Region 4 loss by 4 points last Saturday. Up top, Eppen inside, stolen now by Washington. Washington throws it to nobody as he was falling down. The dish off to Wilson. Wilson up top, Priest. Now in the corner, Toyne with a jumper, got it. His first bucket, 17:33 left to go in the game. Now Priest doesn't have to, Wilson's now guarding his man. Doesn't really have to guard much. Washington to Warren. Warren going to drive in, pull up, jumper, got it. Justin Warren doesn't have to take too many shots, and he usually doesn't, but when he can and he needs to, he can knock them down with relative ease. Again, averaging the most on the team, 13 points a game. He has 8 tonight. 51-33, 16:50 left to go in the ball game. Wilson on the right side, shot clock down to 12. Wilson going to drive all the way to the hole. He'll lay one up, no good. Kendale Anderson with his 3rd board of the night. Here comes Warren, 1-on-3, trying to dump it off to Washington. And the Cougars getting sloppy, and Kendale Anderson will pick up number 3. BJ Adesoga set to check in for Kendale. Adesoga appears to be all right. He left the game late in the first half with what appeared to be a lower back strain of some sort. Priest now on the left side. Wilson now on the right. Wilson pull up jumper for 3, got it. Cuts a lead to 15. 16:20 left to go in the game. Inside, Wallace pump fake, now over Washington. 4-3, nice inside out, no good. Adesoga with the board. Back to Warren for 3, no good. Washington tried to save it and unfortunately stepped out of bounds. Just under 16 minutes left to go. 51-36, Cougars with the lead. Cougars really never in jeopardy of trailing since early in the first half. They were down 6-2 and then turned around and it was 10-6, just like that, and the Cougars really haven't gone down since. 15:49 left to go in the ball game. 51-36. Priest will control for the Chargers. Ronnie Beck will give over to Priest. Priest looking for a back screen, not a very good one. Wallace will switch with him. Tried to throw it up and under, and he got it. Nice shot by Priest. Cougar lead to 13. Ramsey gonna go to the hole, pull up off the glass, and when he'd have a hip check that wouldn't get the call, now he got the little ticky-tack foul. I believe that's on Ronnie Beck. But going to line, Cougars have only shot in 2 free throws all night. Both of them were and 1 free throws, and Ramsey will go to the line for 2. Ramsey had 1 of them. Carlos' first free throw up and in. 16 points now for him. Tony Eddy checks in as Washington has a seat. Ramsey's second free throw, good. 53-38 Cougars, 15:20 left to go in the ballgame. Now stolen, look out, Wallace will reverse it! Josh Wallace with the reverse jam. off the breakaway, and he now has 10 points. Excuse me, that's 12 points, I believe. Nonetheless, 55-38 Cougars, 15 minutes left. Inside pass to Reller, and he scores it. Again, Priest can easily cover Warren with that. Nice job out of Soga, takes it inside. Goes for the turnaround, gets hammered, and he'll go to the line for two. BJ, a pretty good free throw shooter, 81% on the season. For a 6'8" big man, that's pretty good. Heck, anything in the 65 percentile is pretty good. First free throw up and in. Adesogo, one more free throw coming. One of the three holdovers from the Chad Boudreau era. Him, Mustafic, and Dede Anderson, holdovers from last season. Eppinson, nice move on Adesoga, turnaround jumper, got it. 8 points now for him. Eddie for three, rounding out. Oh, tipped by Adesoga, no good. And Ramsey will come up with it. Warren, Ramsey over Eddie. Eddie again, 21 points in the first meeting a month ago. I think an attempt there to throw one to Adesoga and bounced right out of bounds. Should come to the Cougars, it does. I believe Wallace was looking for Adesoga, wound up throwing it off the backboard. Went the other direction. Cougars will get it off the dribble, off the foot. Wallace now has it. Nice job by Wallace, drawing Wilson. Now you get the ball to Warren. Ramsey over to Eddie, inside Adesoga. BJ can bang down low. He'll try. Turnaround jumper up off the glass. They're going to call a foul before the shot. So no shot. Wipe off the 2 points for Adesoga. 56-42. Cougars still leading. 13:43 left to go. Warren will inbound to Eddie. 4-3. No good. Ball's taken down by Eppinson. Again, Tony Eddie a month ago had a big time game with 21 points. Not that many tonight. Wilson now 17 points for him. Tony Eddie with 1-3 on the evening. But that's okay. Cougars still lead by 12. 13:21 left to go in the game. Ramsey looking, now he gets it to Warren. Warren gonna drive, will hand off. Eddie for another three, no good. Ramsey with the board, banging inside, and he'll lay it in. Carlos Ramsey having his way on both ends here, leading the team with 6 rebounds as well. He has 19 points on the evening. 58-44, 12:50 left to go. Backdoor play tried there, but by Toyne. Inside Mason, turnaround blocked. Oh, nice block by Wallace, and he'll pick up the foul. 12:42 left to go in the ball game. That'll be Wallace's second. 58-44, 12:42 left to go in the ball game. Not Harms. Mason will go to the line for two. First free throw up and in. Mustafic will check in for Eddie. Next free throw up and in. .42 left to go in the ball game. 12-point lead again for the Cougars. Again, Cougars have been comfortably ahead for most of the game. This is a little closer than the 21 points they had lead earlier. Mustafic back to Ramsey, now Warren. Warren gonna drive, gives it to Ramsey. Pull back jumper, got it. Carlos Ramsey on fire here tonight. 21 points for him with 12:15 left to go in the game. Back to a 14-point lead for the Cougars, 60-46. Crease on the left side. Epinson will pick up his dribble and hand off to Toyne. Toyne going to try and dribble to the hole, worked on by Wallace. Shot clock down to 5. Priest, and partially blocked, and Warren will come up with it. He's going to kick it over to Ramsey. Ramsey's got the hot hand. Ball tipped and stolen by Priest. Up to Wilson. Wilson, and almost swatted away, but he scores it. Thought Mustafic had the swat there. Timeout taken by Highland. 11:37 left to go in the ball game. Cougars still with a 12-point lead, 60-48. This is your HMC broadcast here. Stick with us, everyone. Streaming live worldwide. Next game and broadcast will be here, the men, on Saturday, 1 o'clock, March the 6th against Kankakee. The Cougars played Kankakee last weekend, and they went down by 4, 91-87. Now 0-2 in the Region 4. I have no clue how the Region 4 is going to go as far as seeding. The Cougars have only played 2 Region 4 games, and I think they only have 1 more left, which is against Kankakee. Oh, no, 2 more left, Kankakee and Triton. But they didn't play anybody else, not even Sauk Valley. This is the only conference games they've played against Carl Sandburg. No Sauk Valley, none of the rest of it. So we'll have to see who indeed is actually in the Region 4 tournament. I can't imagine it's not most of the teams, but we shall see. Again, Priest easily can cover Ramsey in the 2-3 zone when there's 2 players against 2. You got to offset it, making an odd number. 1 player versus 2. You can draw them in and get more open shots here. Warren probably looking for his own with 2, partially blocked, but Kendall Anderson gets the bucket. Kendall now with 12 points for him, 4 rebounds. Wilson pull-up jumper, he scores it. Wilson now 21 points for the Chargers, still a 12-point lead for the Cougars. Just under 11 minutes to go in the game. Warren over to Ramsey. Warren now, shot clock down to 10. Looking for the screen, gives it over to Mustafic. Allen gonna drive and throws it to the bench. I don't know if he's looking for Ramsey or Kendall. They did not go where he thought they were going, and the ball did. Ramsey has a seat as Washington checks in. Carlos Ramsey, 21 points, 6 rebounds on the evening for the Cougars, who lead by 12. Ronnie Beck on the right side, Washington on him. Over to Wilson, worked on by Mustafic. He'll step back, shoot a long 2, and he got it. Wilson lighting it up for Carl Sandburg, 23 points for him tonight. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Cougars by 10. Inside, Washington. Inside, Day-Day Anderson. Mustafic, nice pump fake to Washington to Warren. 4-3, no good. And it hit the wire, so it's going to be turned over to Carl Sandburg. Eddie and Wallace checking in for Mustafic and Day-Day Anderson. Priest will bring the ball up for Carl Sandburg. Sandburg, a chance to go down by less than double digits for the first time in a long time with a bucket. Ball tip stolen now by Warren. I was going to say, you got to call something as Warren goes down and a man on him. Wilson will pick up the foul. I don't know if there was some slickness there, like some perspiration, I guess, maybe on the floor that nobody's mopped up. Apparently everybody's okay with it. 9:22 left to go in the ball game. Cougars by 10 with the ball, 62-52. Over in the corner, Eddie pumps, gives it back to Warren. Justin got away maybe with the travel there. Eddie to Warren. Looked like a little hesitation in the dribble and his steps inside. Wallace, turnaround jumper, got it. Wallace banging inside, and he's got 12 points. Back to a 12-point lead for the Cougars. Under 9 minutes left to go in the game. Toyne will hand off Ronnie Beck on the right side. Gives it back to Toyne, looking inside. Eppinson, worked on by Kendale Anderson. Turnaround fade jump, no good. Eddie with the board. Warren to bring it up for the Cougars, over to Eddie. Now Washington. Wallace will face up. Gonna drive, nice spin move, pump fake up off the glass and in. Josh Wallace making it easy inside, now 14 points for him and a 14-point lead for the Cougars, 66-52, 8-12 left to go in the ball game. Priest on the left side, gonna try and drive all the way to the hole, tries to draw contact and he gets it. That will be number 4 on Kendale Anderson. 8:03 left to go in the ball game. Ramsey will check in for him here. First free throw for Priest, no good. Kendale sitting down with 12 points. Second free throw in for Priest. Timeout taken by Carl Sandburg. 8:03 left to go in the ball game. Cougars up by 13, 66-53. This is your HMC broadcast here, streaming live worldwide. We're better than the rest because we cover everybody. Plain and simple. We don't just stick to the Highland men and nothing else. We'll cover the Highland women. Their next game will be March the 13th, a week from this Saturday, the first doubleheader since the opening night, as the men and women will take on Region 4 foe Triton. So stick with us on your HMC broadcast then. Come back then. Our next broadcast, though, for the men will be this Saturday at 1 o'clock, March the 6th. The men will take on Kankakee a week apart. They lost by 4, 91-87 in Kankakee last Saturday. Looking to exact some revenge here. I'm not sure, as far as I know, as to who's all in the Region 4 tournament this year. And I don't know with the crazy schedule whether some teams are in, some teams are out. We will let you know as soon as we have some sort of a format and or bracket. 8 minutes left to go in the game. Warren will bring it up for the Cougars, up by 16 with the ball. Inside Wallace is going to be doubled now, and why not? He's got 12. Ramsey, pull-up jumper, round and out. Ramsey's hit that shot tonight so far and has been feeling it as he has 21 points. Inside to Wilson. Wilson, Mason for 3, got it. Mason with 13 points and the lead now down to 10. 7:27 left to go. Again, the Cougars not really playing with any urgency. Again, they've been comfortably ahead most of the game by as many as 21 in the first half. Warren drives baseline, kicks it over. Wallace lost it, now gets it back, and we'll get it to Washington on the left side. All the way over, Eddie. Pass for Ramsey, up to Warren, now to Eddie. Eddie, nice pump fake. Long jumper, rounding out, but there's Ramsey for the board in the bucket. Carlos Ramsey, 23 points, 7 boards on the evening here, and a 12-point lead for the Cougars, 6:49 left to go in the game. Wilson, nice dribbling, but he's falling, and he manages to dish it. Taking it to the hole, no good, and tipped in by Eppinson. 10 points for Eppinson, and the lead is 10 now for the Cougars. 6:30 left to go in the game. Chargers cannot keep trading baskets with the Cougars. They got to make up some ground. There's a 3 ball by Ramsey, no good. Chargers a chance to make up some ground here to Wilson. Wilson trying to nail one with right there, and he does. 26 points now for Wilson, and the lead to 7. Timeout taken by the Cougars. 6:12 left to go in the ball game. A 21-point lead a while ago is down to 7. The Cougars lead 68-61. This is your HMC broadcast here. Stick with us, everyone. We're streaming live worldwide. Welcome back, everyone. Again, your Cougars up by 21 in the first half. It dwindled down to 14 at the break. It is now down to 7 off the 3 ball by Wilson. Again, Wilson with 26 points for Carl Sandburg. Josh Morris checking in for the Cougars, as I believe Eddie has a seat. Morris with the ball now, almost stolen. Warren does a good job controlling it. Over to Washington. Washington going to drive to the lane. Nice idea. Throws one up. No good. Cougars struggling with their shot inside. They need to go back inside to Wallace. Wallace down low, banging and hanging with 14 points. Under 6 minutes left to go. Mason struggling, and he picks up a foul. Again, they go from letting them play in the first half to some ticky-tack stuff here in the second. Carlos Ramsey picks up the foul. I believe that's his first. Wilson for 3. Got it. 29 points now for Wilson, and what's most important, the lead down to 4. 5:30 left to go in the game. Cougars blew out the Chargers by 25 a month ago. Not having as ease this time. I believe a foul is going to be picked up from Morris. It's going to be on 10. That's Reller. Kendale Anderson with 4 fouls will check in. 5:21 left to go in the game. Ramsey will have a seat. Warren will take out the ball with Morris, Washington, Wallace, and Anderson. Piers Warren has some blood on his jersey. He does. New number for Justin Warren is going to be 22. So that's Warren. Warren now 22 on your screens if you see him. Justin tips the ball to Wilson. Wilson out of bounds when he tried to save it. Cougars get lucky there. Warren looking all the way up top. Kendale Anderson over to Washington. Washington tries to throw it inside, knocked away by Toyne. Cougars up by 4. Hasn't been this close since the early moments in the game. Sandburg over to Wilson. Wilson with 29 points on the night, looking for 30, and he got it. 31 points now for Wilson, and the lead down to 2, just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Warren inside Wallace. There they go inside, goes up. Not there, but for the bucket, or the board and the bucket again. Kendale Anderson, his 5th board and his 14th point. And just like that, Wallace is going to shadow Wilson the rest of the game. Backdoor cut. They get it to him, and they're going to call the jump ball, which will go to the Cougars. Wallace did a fine job defending a particular player for South Suburban in their last home game, our last broadcast here. So no question he's going to be on Wallace. My thing is it's far too late for that, as he's got 31 points. 70-66 Cougars with the lead. Inside Wallace banging again. Kendale Anderson for the board and the bucket. Kendale Anderson cleaning up the mess down low. Once again, Cougars now up by 6, 4 minutes left to go in the game. Cougar bench coming alive. Going to the hole is Mason, and he stepped out of bounds. So a turnover, and the Cougars have a chance to add to their lead. 3:54 left to go in the ball game. Cougars up by 6 with the ball. Timeout taken. Carl Sandburg. Again, 3:54 left to go in the ball game. Cougars up 72-66. This is your HMC broadcast here. One thing I wanted to bring up again, I told you I'd find out who. It is Kate Stevens who is running the show tonight. So if you're enjoying the views from the GoPros and the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager's camera work at the mid-court camera, don't be afraid to let us know. If you like what you see here, if you want to try it out, you're interested in maybe some communication, some sort of broadcasting or media of some sort, call Jim Yeager here at the college. If you want to do what I do, call some games on the mic. The Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, is the man to check in on. He'll let you know all about the program. Again, we have radio as well at Radio Highland. You can do your own talk show if you want. Only one rule is you don't swear. That's it. That's pretty easy to do, because even though the FCC can't touch you, the president of the university can. So we've lived by that rule for a long time, and it's not too hard. Kendale Anderson back to Warren. Warren for three. Got it. New Jersey and a new bucket. Justin Warren now with 11 points, and the lead now up to 9. 3:33 left to go in the ball game. Wallace, Eppington all the way to the rack, and he scores with a foul. Again, Wallace all over Wilson. No one letting him get close. Not sure who the foul was on. The and one free throw by Eppington is good. 75-69, Cougars up by 6 now with just over 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Warren to Morris, now back to Warren. Washington inside Kendale. Kendale to Morris. Morris going to drive to the hole, and ball stripped by Priest, and now tipped and stolen, and then the foul by Priest. Washington, nice job with the steal. Ramsey set to check in, just under 3 minutes left to go in the game. Morris will have a seat. Carlos back in, 23 points for him and 7 rebounds. We are in the bonus already, which is kind of funny because the first half the Cougars were pretty much the only one fouling. And now the Cougars only have 5 fouls to the 7 for Carl Sandburg. Washington's 1-on-1 free throw up and in. First points for Anthony Washington on the evening. Extends the Cougar lead to 7, 2:58 left to go in the ball game. Anthony sets, shoots, and missed it. Eppington with the board. Threw it right in Wilson's nose. But again, just under 3 minutes left to go. Wallace is going to shadow Wilson, and now he picks up the steal. And Wallace will go in. He gets the foul call, but he can't make the bucket. Wallace with 2 dunks already on the evening, a two-handed hammer and a reverse jam. Wilson wanted to make sure that was not going to happen again. Wallace going to the line for 2. Wallace with 14 points on the evening. Wallace, 39% free throw shooter as he missed the first one. 2:44 left to go in the ball game. We can use 1 or 2. Wallace will set, shoot, and score. Nice job, Josh Wallace, hitting that free throw. Timeout taken by Carl Sandburg. 2:44 left to go in the ball game. 77-69, your Cougars up by 8. This is your HMC broadcast, streaming live worldwide. Stick with us, everyone. Again, next broadcast will be 2 days from now, Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The men will take on Kankakee yet again. And then 1 week from then, the men and women will be their first doubleheader since the opening night, as the men and ladies will take on Triton, also Region 4 foe. Again, a different kind of look from last game. Eddie with 21 points, Warren with 19, Ramsey with 11. Ramsey has 23 tonight, and Wallace with 15. Kendall Anderson with 16 points. Justin Warren with 11. Eddie only with 3, so just a different vibe here, but the Cougars still in front. Not as comfortably as they were before. The Chargers will control here again. Keep an eye on Wallace. He's taking care of number 3, Wilson. Priest will bring the ball up. Worked on by Warren. Looks like a double screen. Priest trying to the back door. Wilson gets it swatted away. Either that or he lost the ball. Nonetheless, it'll go out of bounds. Coach Norman not happy with the backdoor cut as Wilson came up with it, just couldn't control it. Yet another timeout. I thought I might get home early tonight, but all these timeouts are killing me. 2:35 left to go in the ball game. Cougars up by 8, 77-69. This is your HMC broadcast here, streaming live worldwide. The phrase of the night is the board in the bucket. Kendall Anderson making a living down there after a miss, grabbing the rebound and then scoring the bucket right afterwards. Was also made famous by two-time All-American Alicia Justice from Cottage Grove, Wisconsin, a couple of years ago for the ladies. She'd have plenty of opportunities, but she'd miss several of them, get her own rebound, and then put it right back in. So, again, the only ever that I know of two-time All-American in Highland Cougar history of any sport. And she just so happened to be basketball. Highland Cougar basketball mostly known for the men with as many All-Americans as they've had. Wallace will pick up the foul. I believe that will be Wallace's third. One more foul, and they'll be shooting free throws. So one more to give for the Cougars. Wilson has it, worked on by Washington. I expect this to be a me possession here, and it looks like he'll go all the way in. Up off the glass and scores. 33 points now for Wilson. Nowhere close to the building record by Troy Parker. 60 as he hung on Sauk Valley back in 95-96. Kendall Anderson out to Warren, knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Cougars. Shot clock down to 15. 2:08 left to go in the ball game. 77-71 Cougars. Warren to Ramsey down low. Kendall Anderson doubled. Warren all the way in. No call on the tip. Wilson has it and now tipped out. Picks up his dribble. Now he's stuck in a tough place, but Priest will come up with it. He's now stuck in a tough place, and now a foul call. 1:47 left to go in the ball game. Cougars now in a bad position. That is on Ramsey. Leave his second. Priest now going to the line for one in the bonus. We're shooting free throws for every foul from here on out. Priest hits the first one. Cuts the lead down to 5, 77-72, 1:47 left to go. Cougars don't have to score here to run some clock. Nothing on the old airball free throw. Washington set to bring the ball up for the Cougars. Just under 2 minutes left to go. Cougars up by 5. Ramsey looking to Warren. Over to Washington. Looking for a screen. To Ramsey, he'll go all the way in. Warren, wide open three, that's long. Wallace there for the board, and he tried to jam it, but there's Ramsey. Ramsey with his 8th board. The possession error on the jump ball will go to Carl Sandburg. 1:12 left to go in the ball game. Priest to bring it up. Look for the man to shoot the ball, most likely Wilson if they can get it to him. Wallace doing a fine job. 3 ball by Mason, he got it. Lead down to 2. 77-75, under a minute left to go in the ball game. Timeout taken by Highland. 46 seconds left to go in the ball game. Cougars' lead has been dwindled to 2, 77-75. This is your HMC broadcast here. Again, the Cougars were up by as many as 21 early. It has melted away slowly, but unfortunately, with 46 seconds left, Carl Sandburg has a puncher's chance at this match. If they can get a stop here, they can shoot and hit it and win it with a 3-ball. In the man of the hour for Carl Sandburg, 33 points for Wilson. For the Cougars, Carlos Ramsey with 23. 16 points for Kendall Anderson. And 15 points for Josh Wallace. 11 for Justin Warren. And that's about it. No one else has more than 3. So the Cougars with the ball and the lead, 46 seconds left to go. They're going to need some sort of a bucket here. 20 seconds left on the shot clock, which would leave 26 seconds left for the game. So if the Cougars miss here, Carl Sandburg can shoot for the win with one shot. Ramsey to Kendall. Back out to Ramsey. Ball tipped, knocked out of bounds with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. 32 seconds left to go in the ball game. Warren to take the ball out. Gives it to Washington. Shot clock down to 5. Shot by Washington, no good. Tipped outside. And he's going to say the man comes down with it. He steps out of bounds. They got to give that to the Cougars, and they do. Shot clock is off. Now it's foul time. Cougars do not have to shoot, leading by 2. Tony Eddy coming in for Wallace. Wallace not the best free throw shooter. Eddy, 73%. The man to watch is Warren. Warren needs to get in there wherever he's at. Mustafic checks in, also a great free throw shooter. Warren, the man taking the ball out. He's the best at 85%. Way down low to Washington. Washington will get fouled with 22 seconds left to go. And now the shot clock will come back on if the Cougars get the rebound. Washington, correction. Washington now is the best shooter on the team with 88%. He'll go to the line. Cougars quickly subbing in Wallace and Ramsey, I believe. Washington needs at least one of these to make sure that it's and he gets it, to make sure it's at least a one-score game, or at least to where they can't win on a 3. Now the lead is 3. He hits this, and it's a 2-score game, and the Cougars are in a little more business there. Free throw up and in. Nice job, Anthony Washington, 88% from the line. Hit all 3 of them tonight. Timeout taken by Highland. 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. Cougars by 4, 79-75. Stick with us on your HMC broadcast here. And streaming live worldwide. Now we'll see what is going to go down. Let's see. I would not install a press of any sort because a cheap foul, which is what you could get, a cheap blocking foul along the side running down the court will send them to the line for a 1-on-1. I'm assuming the Cougars are going to shore up what they're going to do on defense as well. The Chargers probably drawing up a pass play or at least a 3-ball, most likely for Wilson. Expect Wilson to get the ball from Priest at some point if Wallace isn't on him, drawing up some sort of a shot. Mason can hit the 3-ball as well for the Chargers. And 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. Cougars by 4. Question is, do they take the quick 2 or do they go for the 3? 3-ball shooters are Mason and Wilson. Looking for the screen. Priest is going to take the easy 2 to start, and he missed it. The easy layup missed. Ramsey there for his 9th board of the game. 12 seconds left to go in the game. Ramsey going to the line for a 1 in the bonus, or it might be, this might be the double bonus. He might be shooting 2. Let's see. He will be shooting 2. Carlos Ramsey to the line for 2. 2 for 3 on the evening so far. Carlos shooting 68%. Any free throw here will be great. 2 of them will probably seal the deal. Carlos, the freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, set, shoots, and scores. 24 points for Ramsey. 1 more to go. Cougars now by 5. Make it 6. 25 points, Carlos Ramsey. And the Cougars should just let him string it out. And no call. I honestly thought there was a whistle, but it was a squeak of the shoe, and that will end the ball game. Cougars let them get back in it, but they escape with a 6-point victory, 81-75. We will be back here in a minute with some post-game stats, so stick with us, everybody.
Then put your
Not what I had in mind. Welcome back, everyone. This is your HMC broadcast here. The Cougars busted out to a big early 21-point lead, and it dwindled away, got down to 2 before the Cougars sealed off the bleeding, winning 81-75 for a 6-point victory, their second victory over Carl Sandburg. And a good way just to finish it out and take the victory. Their next broadcast is this Saturday at 1. Cougars rematch against Kankakee, as Kankakee defeated the Cougars 91-87 last Saturday. They get the rematch this Saturday, and hopefully they can turn it around. But scoring for tonight, Justin Warren, 11.6 boards. Joshua Morris, 2 rebounds. G. Rilio, 3 points, 1 board. Anthony Washington, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Alan Musvik, 0 points, 1 rebound. Tony Eddy, 3 points on an early 3, 2 rebounds. Josh Wallace, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 dunks as well. Day-Day Anderson, 2 points, 2 boards. Kendale Anderson, 16 points, 6 boards. BJ Atasoga, 3 points, 5 boards. My Cougar of the game, no question though, Carlos Ramsey, 25 points and 9 rebounds, pacing the way for the Cougars in all stats that I at least keep. Several block shots early on in the game here tonight, but nonetheless, the Cougars pull away with the victory, and that's all they need. They move to 9-4 on the season. Again, next broadcast is this Saturday at 1 o'clock. The Cougars against Kankakee. The ladies will next be at home a week from this Saturday, along with the men. March the 13th will be a doubleheader against Triton. So come back with us again this Saturday at 1 o'clock. We will be back here for your HMC broadcast for, I can make sure I get everything done correctly here. For Kate Stevens and the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, my name is Mark Schreck, and we will see you this Saturday. Good night, everyone.